Okay. For practice this morning, I wanted to work on eagle and some eagle like variations, combining some different shapes together. Um, so just knowing that eagle arms in particular can be a little bit of a sticky spot for a lot of bodies. Feel free to take a different variation. So if the full eagle arm double wrapping at your elbows and then your wrists doesn't work for you, you can always do backs of the hands together, forearms together, hands at heart. So just know that the arms are optional, okay? And creating openness to the chest, even while we are in our eagle arms, is one key thing. Sometimes the modification or variation of placing hands to shoulders for eagle arms is offered. I'm like less of a fan of this one because I find that it's really easy to do this and then just like emphasize the kind of poor posture that we exist in throughout the day. So if you do choose this variation, still think about opening through your chest so there's still intention around the heart. Yeah. We're just going to start in a Shavasana this morning. So go ahead and lie back. Take a moment to adjust your body to the support of the earth. As you rest into the support of the ground, really take a moment to scan from the crown of your head all the way down to your fingers and your toes. Just inviting any areas of effort, initial tension to start to release away. As we start to soften away the effort and tension, we begin to settle into a space of ease as we arrive to our practice. Allowing yourself to turn your attention inward to your breath now. You'll start to notice the natural organic rhythm of your breath, the natural rise and fall of each inhale and each exhale. And after you observe a couple cycles of your natural breath, as you're ready to deepen, start to take a slow, expansive inhale through your nose. And then a really slow and steady exhale through your nose. Full breath in. And a slow, complete exhale out. As you offer your body a couple more slow, intentional breaths here. Let's take a moment to ask yourself what you need from your practice today. And what are you hoping to receive from this time on your yoga mat? Just allowing that to form an intention within your heart, within your mind, to remind you as you move across your yoga mat that these shapes are so much more than shapes. Every movement, every posture is a window, it's insight into deeper understanding of ourselves. Through deeper understanding of ourselves, deeper understanding of the world around us. So as you form that personal intention, also start to bring maybe one or both hands to your heart. It's connecting inward to what you'd like to move and breathe around today. And as you feel that intention reach through your whole body, emanating from your heart space, maybe a visualization in your mind. Go ahead and start to take a really deep inhale through your nose. Let your lungs fill all the way to the top. And when you're ready, an open mouth exhale to release. I'll take one more like that, setting our intentions. A deep inhale together, fill your lungs. And open mouth exhale to release, let it go. Then shifting into Ujjayi Pranayama, take a deep breath in through your nose. And keeping your lips sealed, strong exhale through your nose. And stay with your Ujjayi breath and slowly start to find your full body stretch. Reach your hands up and overhead, just lengthening from your fingers to your toes. Maybe incorporate some circles through your ankles and your wrists. And then eventually bring both of your knees into your chest. Draw your thighs to your heart space and take a little sway from side to side. One deep breath in. One slow breath out. You start to find stillness at center. Interlace both of your hands at the front of your right shin and extend your left leg long across the earth to find wind removing pose. As you pull your right thigh into your body, let your left leg get heavy. Take a deep inhale. Then follow your exhale to your supine twist. Right knee will tip across you to the left. As you release and relax your right shoulder, just take one slow, expansive breath in. And one slow, complete exhale out. And when we start to come back to center, keep your right knee bent. And then place your right foot down to the ground like a bridge leg. If you need to adjust your hips to square, take a moment to adjust. And then we're going to eagle stack our left thigh on top of our right. So you find your eagle legs. Go ahead and eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. Create some distance between your shoulders and your ears. Then as you inhale, begin to lift your right foot off the ground. So you're in eagle legs, but it's kind of like an upside down tabletop. On your exhale, you're going to pull your navel to your spine, getting strong through your belly. Then with your next breath in, start to reach your fingertips up overhead. Send your right leg long toward the top of your yoga mat. On breath out, you're going to curl everything up to center, crunching to the midline. Head, shoulders, and maybe hips lift off the earth. And moving through the same action, we're going to inhale, fingertips reach right, toes reach towards the front of your yoga mat. As you exhale, bend and contract through the midline of your body. Good, last three, we'll inhale, lengthen, open. Pull your navel to your spine, low back is rooted. Then exhale, slowly crunch up and in. And final two, inhale, expand. Exhale to contract. Last cycle, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, curl in. Now let your head and shoulders drop back, unwind your arms. Now keep your left leg eagle stacked on top of your right. Place your right foot down to the earth, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, eagle leg bridge, press to your right foot. Use your glutes to lift your hips. Okay, finding a little bit of movement here as you inhale, lower your hips towards a hover. As you exhale, drive through your right heel, strong core, lift your hips. This isn't going to be your highest bridge pose, just finding activation to the back of your right leg. One more time, inhale, sink your hips towards a hover. As you exhale, press through your strong right heel, lifting your hips to the sky. At the top, take one big breath in. And then as you exhale, release your hips to the earth. Draw your left knee to your left shoulder, hands catch the front of your left shin. Wind removing pose, second side, reach your right leg long. Breathe into your belly. And then we'll exhale to our supine twist. Left knee tips over to the right. Really allow your collarbones to open here as you take a breath in. Maybe twist a little bit further as you breathe out. And start to journey to the back of your body. Left knee bent, land your left foot to the ground, square up your hips, adjust as needed. Eagle, stack your right thigh on top of your left. You don't have to cross at your ankles. As you eagle, wrap your right arm underneath your left. You're going to try to find some space between your shoulders and your ears. Engage through your core, start to lift your left foot off the earth, zipping your shins together to start. Then inhale, reach your fingertips overhead, start to send your left leg towards extension. As you exhale, bend and contract, lifting through your center. Then moving with your breath, inhale, open. Slow exhale to contract. The last three here, inhale, open. Exhale, contract. Final two, breath in. Breath out. And last cycle, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl through your center. Letting your head and shoulders release back. Unwind your arms. Keeping your eagle legs, land your left foot to the earth. Take a big breath in. On exhale, lift your hips into your eagle leg bridge. And finding those three slow, intentional pulses, we're going to inhale left. Or rather, left glute is hovering, or both glutes are hovering. And as you exhale, you'll press your left foot to lift. And twice more, inhale, hips sink towards that hover. Exhale, big press your left foot to lift. Finding that little squeeze at the top. Last one, inhale, hips lower towards a hover. And exhale, press your left foot to lift. Take one more breath in. And exhale, lower. Unwinding both legs, bringing your knees into your chest again. Hands to the fronts of your knees. Let your knees fall open into a modified happy baby. Just take one inhale. And one exhale. So you draw your knees back to center. Start to find your way up to your tabletop pose. Taking a moment to arrive to all fours. With your shoulders stacked over your wrists, hips over your knees. Start to inhale to your cow pose, just allowing your front body to open up, counterbalancing those eagle crunches. On your exhale, press and curl into your cat pose. Relax and release your head. So one more cycle like this. So inhale, cow, heart and tailbone open. Feel a stretch through your belly. And exhale to your cat pose, tucking through your tail, push the earth away. So inhale to cow, heart and tailbone scoop up. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, leading with your tailbone, press back into your downward facing dog. Stretch one heel towards the earth as you take a cycle of breath. And reach your opposite heel to the earth and find another cycle of breath. So you settle into your downward facing dog. Use an inhale to reach your right leg to the sky, three-legged. And exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Cow lunge, left knee sinks to a hover. Take one big breath in. And as you exhale, lengthening both of your legs, finding your hamstring stretch, your cat lunge. As you bend into your right knee, start to step forward into your cross-legged forward fold. Left ankle goes behind your right. Softening your knees, pinky toes do not need to line up. Relax your belly towards your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. If the cross-legged forward fold doesn't work for your body, you can take a regular forward fold instead. From here, we'll unwind our legs into a regular forward fold and inhale to lift up halfway. As you exhale, dive back down towards the earth. Then deep breath in, rise all the way to stand. Circle, sweep your arms up to the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to arrive your hands at heart center. Maybe drop your eyes shut as you return to your intention. Offering your intention to your body, to your practice, take a big breath in. Then open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale to reach your hands up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, soften your knees and hinge forward into your forward fold. Find a halfway lift with your breath in. And as you exhale, step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat, low lunge. As you press your hands, three-legged dog, inhale to reach your left leg to the sky. On your exhale, use your core to step your left foot forward in between your hands. Right knee hovers, cow lunge, take a big breath in. Both legs lengthen to your hamstring stretch, cat lunge as you breathe out. Bend into your left knee. Find your cross-legged forward fold or traditional forward fold. For cross-legged, right ankle goes behind your left. Then you can soften your knees. Try to let your head be really heavy here. Take one breath in and one breath out. As you unwind your legs, inhale to find your halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. We'll rise to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Breath in as you circle, sweep, and reach. Exhale, hands to heart center, eyes drop shut. Deep inhale through your nose. Clearing, open mouth, exhale, let it go. With the breath in, reach your hands up to the ceiling. On your breath out, forward fold, hinge at your hips, dive to the earth. Lengthen halfway as you inhale. Step your left foot back, low lunge as your exhale. Press the earth away using your strong core, three-legged dog. Take a big breath as you reach your right leg high. Right into your right tricep, or rather right into your left tricep, shift forward and twist across. Pausing here, right into left tricep, take a big breath in. And then stay as you exhale out. Three-legged dog, your inhale will re-extend your right leg to the sky. And on exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Setting up for warrior one, rotate your left heel down to the earth at about a 45-degree angle. And as you square your hips towards the front of your yoga mat, slowly start to root to rise. And Virabhadrasana one. And get strong through both your legs. Take one cycle of breath here, just feeling into your body. And with your next inhale, grow a little bit taller to the crown of your head. And on your exhale, eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. So finding the eagle arms that works for you. Shoulders settle out of your ears. Then a little uplift through your elbows and then slide your hands forward slightly away from your face. As you recommit to the lunge through your right leg, take a big breath in, lift your elbows slightly to the sky, bending a little bit of a back bend. As you exhale, diving towards the inside of your right leg, humble warrior with eagle arms. Strong through your core and legs, inhale to rise back up, press the earth away through your feet. And on your exhale, unravel through your goddess arms, open through your chest. Squeeze through your shoulder blades, taking an extra inhale. And then allow your hands to fall to interlace behind you, right thumb on top of left as you exhale. Breathe in to puff your heart towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, hinge forward at the diagonal just for a moment. Keeping the hinge, release your hands and circle sweep your hands overhead at the diagonal. So this reaching warrior one, big breath in. On exhale, hands will come to the earth. Spinning onto your left toes to square your hips. Standing splits, reach your left leg to the sky. Head is heavy, strong through your left leg. Take an inhale. On your exhale, Shiva squat, so you bend both of your knees. Sinking low through your hips, look forward at the bottom. And then drive through your right foot, standing splits, big breath in. We'll exhale to our chair pose, bend both of your knees and step into your seat. As your hips sink towards the earth, get high through your heart and hands, Utkatasana. Okay, arriving here, let your breath sink you a little bit more into your depths. Inhale, reach a little bit further from fingertips to sitting bones. And keeping that reach through your sitting bones, arrive your hands to heart center. Shift your energy to your left foot, and as you get strong through your belly, come to right tippy toes. Letting up through your core flamingo, your right heel up and in. As you root to rise, take an inhale, one-legged mountain, reach your hands to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, eagle stack your right thigh on top of your left. You're gonna bend into your left knee, right thigh stacks on top. If you'd like to have your hands lifted, that's going to be a little bit of a boost for your heart rate. Or you can choose to bring hands to heart center. Good. If you're wanting to incorporate your eagle arms as well for your full eagle, you're going to eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Shoulders that have ears, leaning your shoulders back to stack over your hips. As you bend into your left knee, let your knees slide forward. Press your elbows and the pinky edges of your hands away from your face. Take one more breath in. As we exhale, we're unwinding through our airplane pose. Slowly fly it backwards. And then to your high crescent lunge, right toes release to the earth. Then inhale, stretch high through your heart and hands. Exhale, prayer twist, right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. If you need to scooch your right toes back, feel free to move your feet. If you'd rather have your right knee on the ground, that's always an option too. Take one breath in and one breath out. Driving through your left heel, so we're not collapsing our left hip. Reaching crescent, inhale, send your hands forward overhead. And exhale your hands down to the earth to frame your left foot. Press the earth away, three-legged dog, reach your left leg to the ceiling, big breath in. Then take your left knee towards your right tricep, twist underneath yourself, exhale. Feel your heart reach forward as you take a big breath. Stay as you breathe out. Three-legged dog, reach your left leg to the ceiling. And then step your left foot forward to the top. Set your feet up for your warrior one. Then as you root through your feet, inhale draws you tall. Exhale, settle, arrive, take an extra breath just to feel into this side of Virabhadrasana 1. And then as you're ready to find your eagle arms, right arm's gonna eagle wrap underneath your left. Nice and strong through your legs, long and tall through your spine. Inhale, find that lift of your elbows, slight back bend. And exhale, dive towards your inner left thigh, humble warrior with eagle arms. Root to rise again, use your inhale to push the earth away, bring yourself upright. And then exhale through your goddess arms, open through your chest. Take a breath in. As you empty that breath away, hands interlace behind you, left thumb on top of your right. Open your collarbones wide, shoulders out of ears. Hinging forward at the diagonal in your warrior one. Front ribs knit together. Release the clasp of your hands. Slow circle sweep of your hands overhead to your reaching warrior one. Big breath in. Exhale brings your hands to the earth. As you spin onto your right toes, standing splits, reach your right leg to the sky. Let your head hang heavy. Get really energized through your right leg. Take an inhale. One time Shiva squat as we exhale. Root to reach, standing splits, big breath in to re-extend. Then exhale to your chair pose, bending both your knees. Settle into your strong seat. As your inhale to reach through your fingertips. And exhale to arrive. One more deep breath in. Hands to heart center, breath out. I'm starting to shift your energy into your right foot. Maybe start just with the tippy toes on your left side. And then when you feel ready, flamingo your left heel up and in. Root to rise, bring yourself upright as you inhale. Hands can extend to facilitate the upward energy through your body. Eagle legs, bend into your right knee and stack your left thigh on top. Hands can stay high or come to heart center. So you find your eagle. Perhaps your left arm wraps underneath your right, garudasana. And take a breath in. And take a breath out. Squaring through your hips a little bit, cinch up through your left obliques as you take one more inhale. And we'll unwind slowly to our airplane as we exhale. We're headed to our high crescent lunge. Just with control, take your time to lower your left toes to the earth. Follow your breath to reach through your heart and hands to the sky. Prayer twist, hook your left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Creating distance between your belly and your thigh. Strong energy through your legs, especially right glute. Take one breath in. And one breath out. Light up through your center for your inhale, reaching crescent. Just unwind, reach at the diagonal for one moment. Then exhale, hands to the earth, let it go. We're going to step back into a high plank pose this time. Right foot joins your left. As you inhale, find a shift forward towards your tippy toes. Knees up or knees on the earth for support. Exhale slowly to your belly. Untuck your toes. Anchor through the tops of your feet. Inhale to a low cobra. And that slight lift through your heart, length through your spine. On your exhalation, lower back down to the ground. Good. Inhale to your low cobra, maybe your high cobra, lifting the amount that feels good in this moment. Breath out will bring you back to your belly. A gecko pose as a balance to our eagle arms. Fingertips nice and wide, so hands wider than your yoga mat. You tighten your fingertips on the earth. Elbows are tall, shoulders out of ears. Follow your inhale to lift up, press the earth away. As we exhale, dip your right shoulder towards the middle of your yoga mat. Look towards the left side of the room. With an inhale, rise up through your center, take your time. And exhale, second side, left shoulder dips to the midline, look over to the right. And once more, each side, inhale, rise up. Exhale, right shoulder dips in, find your twist, elbows high, shoulders out of ears. Last time, we'll inhale, lift. And exhale, left shoulder dips. Good. Inhale, rise to your midline. And exhale, lower down. Hands by your low ribs. Find your upward facing dog as you breathe in. And then let your knees sink to the earth, child's pose with your breath out. Lengthen your hips back to your heels. Just take a moment to reset. The option to take a deep breath through your nose. Maybe open mouth, exhale, release, let it go. And begin to shift forward into your tabletop. And then tucking through your toes, deep breath in. And with your exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips back and up. Relax your head. And then use your next inhale to reach your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee toward the left tricep, shift forward and twist. Option for your fallen triangle, maybe thread your right leg through. So you spin your left heel down to the earth. Open your heart to the sky for your inhale. Exhale, switch to take us back into three-legged dog. Land your left hand. Use your next breath in to reach your right leg to the sky. On breath out, release your right foot forward in between your hands. Find your warrior one. Left heel lands. Press through your feet to rise up. Big breath in. And exhale, eagle wrap your left arm underneath your right. Use your inhale to lift your elbows to the sky, slight back bend. Exhale, dive towards the earth on the inside of your right leg. Strong through your feet. Inhale lifts you tall again. And as you exhale, unwind through goddess arms. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out, interlace your hands behind you, right thumb goes on top of left. Puffing your heart, find a breath in. As you exhale, find that baby hinge forward. This time start to spin onto your left toes to square through your hips. Lighting up through your belly, start to shift forward into your right foot. Flamingoing your left leg. Take one big breath in. On your exhale, pressing through your right foot, strong core, step your left foot to the earth. Chair pose, releasing your hands, reach through your fingertips on inhale. Hands find heart center as we exhale. Left foot becomes your new base. Flamingo your right heel up and in. Root to rise, bring your right leg with you on your inhale. Eagle legs, right thigh stalks on top of left with exhale. Maybe eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Then as you arrive here, option to find your sleeping eagle, maybe breathe in, scoop your elbows towards the ceiling. As you exhale, like a cat spine, curl around over your thighs. Bringing your knees, or rather your elbows in front of your knees. If you're in your sleeping eagle, use an inhale to start to bring your torso upright, slow and steady. On exhale, unravel through your airplane pose. Offer your airplane one big breath. Then a high crescent lunge, release your right toes to the earth. Lifting through your heart and hands, fill your breath into your body. And breath out, we prayer twist right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. If it's interesting to you to spread your wings open for a moment here, feel free to open, but keep pushing down through your feet to create buoyancy through your upper half. Strong through your core, maybe find that reaching crescent at the diagonal for one big breath in. Then exhale your hands down to the earth. We're gonna do a little add-on here. Right palm will stay planted. Twist your left hand to the sky. Option for horizon lunge. I'm gonna turn all 10 toes so they're facing the long edge of your yoga mat to the left. You may have to wiggle your left foot back in space to make this accessible. Flex your feet and then lift your hips up and into the stretch. If you want to sink your hips low for an inhale. And then as you exhale, press and lift. Maybe reach your left hand all the way overhead towards the front of the room. One more time here. Inhale, sink. Reach to the back of your yoga mat. Exhale, lift and sweep overhead. Good. We're all going to sink down here, bringing your right hip to the earth. As you bend into your right knee, you're in Gomukhasana legs facing the left side of the room. You're just here for an inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, forward fold a little bit. If Gomukhasana legs doesn't work for your anatomy or body today, it's a cross-legged seat with your left shin in front of your right. And one breath in, and one exhale. Okay, from here, we're gonna unwind. There's a little bit of a funky transition. Are we unwinding into a wide-legged forward fold facing the opposite side of the room? So taking your hands towards the front of your yoga mat, press into your feet, turn to the right, to the right, to the right. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. Move your hips a little side to side, take a breath in, and a breath out. Start to pivot to the front of your yoga mat through your low lunge. As you push the earth away, three-legged dog, reach your left leg up high. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, takes left knee towards your right tricep, twist underneath yourself. You can pause here or fall in triangle, extend your left leg through, and rotate your right heel to the earth. Follow your inhale to lift your chest. And exhale, releases right hand back to your yoga mat. Taking your time, big breath in, extends left leg to the sky again. Exhale to place your left foot forward between your hands. Maybe help your foot there. Sit up your feet for your warrior one. And then when you are ready, root to rise, Virabhadrasana one. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And eagle wrap your right arm underneath your left. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears, inhale, slight back bend. Elbows go towards the sky. Exhale, dive towards the inside of your left leg. When you're ready, root to rise back up. Inhale, lifts your eagle arms tall again. And exhale, through goddess arms, open your chest. Take a breath in. Hands fall to interlace behind as left thumb goes on top of your right as you breathe out. Puff your heart. And when you're ready, tip forward at the diagonal. It's not a big tip, just a little tip. As you spin onto your right toes and square your hips, that's going to help you shift your energy over your left foot. Get really strong through your belly. As you tip into your left leg, flamingo your right leg up and in. Take your inhale. Chair pose, you place right foot to the earth as we exhale. Releasing your hands, breathe your hands forward to send your sit bones a little bit further back and down. And then hands come to heart center. Shift your power into your right foot, and then flamingo, left leg up and in, switching legs. Root to rise. Your inhale brings you tall. Exhale, eagle stack, left thigh on top of your right. Maybe eagle wrap left arm underneath your right. Take a breath in to lift your elbows towards the ceiling. Exhale, sleeping eagle if you would like. Running one inhale. And one exhale. You're in your sleeping eagle. Breathe in to rise up. On your breath out, slow motion unravels through your airplane pose. Making our way to our high crescent lunge, just a slow controlled journey. Left toes lower to the earth. Your breath lifts your heart and hands to the sky. Breath out, curve twist, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Option to spread your wings open. One inhale and one exhale. Perhaps you find that reaching crescent for a breath, stretching forward at the diagonal. And then hands lower to the earth. We let go. Left palm is going to plant. As you twist your right hand to the sky, rotate your toes to the right for your horizon lunge. Big flex through your feet. Open through your chest. Think side plank. So right shoulder's leaning back over your left. On your inhale, maybe sink your hips, reach your right hand to the back of your yoga mat. Flexing through your feet, exhale, lift and rainbow, right hand goes overhead. And when we're like that, we'll inhale, sink and reach. Exhale, lift and sweep your right hand overhead. This last time, we're going to sink our hips down, finding Gomukhasana, left knee tucks underneath your right. And then remember, you can also do your cross-legged seat here, right shin in front of left. Find an inhale to lift up tall through your heart. Exhale, tip forward any amount. And offer your hip opener one cycle of breath. And then just like we did before, we're going to unwind into that wide-legged forward fold. It's like probably a little bit of a more narrow wide-legged forward fold. We're going to turn to our left. So turning towards the top of your yoga mat. Keep turning as you spin your feet to face the left side of the room. Okay, soften and fold forward. Taking one deep inhale. And one slow exhale. Okay, from here, low lunge to the top of your yoga mat, spin to your right. And then step forward into a forward fold this time. Let your knees bend a little bit or a lot, and just relax your belly to your thighs. Move your head a little bit, yes and no, to release your neck. Then inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Your exhale, forward fold release. Rising to stand, take a big breath in to be circle sweeping high. Exhale, hands to heart center, and drop your eyes shut. Coming back to the intention that you set at the very beginning of your practice. Feel that intention, take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Your hands stay at heart center. We're going to shift into our strong left foot. As you're ready, lighting up your core, bring your right knee out in front of you. If you'd like to, place your right hand on top of your right thigh and press down into your thighs. Use your core to pull your thigh up against your hand. A little bit of opposing action to the right side. From here, figure four, right ankle on left thigh. As your hands find heart center, sink your hips back and down. Now, if you want to find figure four legs and stay in figure four legs as a counterbalance to all the eagle legs we've been doing, you can keep your figure four legs. If you want to continue with your eagle legs, slide your right thigh across on top of your left. Either is fine. This is just personal preference, yeah? Hands are going to stay at heart center. Take an inhale. On exhale, we're going to twist. Left elbow towards the outside of our right thigh if you're in your eagle legs. If you're in your figure four, you're going to twist left elbow just towards like the middle of your right shin. Okay, so it'll be a little bit different depending on what legs you're working with. Okay. With left elbow to the outside of your right thigh, if you'd like to add on, just like we did in our twisted lunge, maybe you start to spread your wings open. If you're in a figure four, left elbow stays hooked, you're pressing the back of your right hand to the wall that's on the left side of the room to open your chest. Whatever variation you're in, as you're ready, you're going to slowly bring hands back to heart center, unravel. Press your left foot to stand tall, and then step your right foot to the earth. Take a second to wiggle it out. Maybe shake out your left leg. And Okay, so this is our last standing bit of effort. We're going to check in the second side, and then we're going to lay down and rinse everything out. So when you're ready, just finding yourself at the top of your yoga mat, hands to heart center. Did you send your energy into your right foot? Use your core to bring your left knee up in line with your left hip. Perhaps left hand presses down into left thigh. Left thigh lifts into left hand from the strength of your core. Think navel to spine connection as you find that opposing action. And then figure 4 left ankle on your right thigh. Again, this is going to be more of a counterbalance. Or you can make the decision to slide your left thigh across into your eagle legs one more time. It's entirely up to you. Take an inhale. And then maybe such a twist, right elbow towards left thigh or left shin bone as you exhale. Make sure you're focusing your gaze so you don't topple over. You can spread your wings open if you'd like. Again, that's going to be slightly different if you're in the figure 4. You're just reaching your left hand to the sky to open your chest. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. As hands return to heart center as you unwind, just try to push with control back to standing for one last breath in. And then step your left foot to the earth, breath out. We shake out your right leg, let it go. Okay, here we go. Taking your feet about as wide as your yoga mat, toes turn slightly out. Inhale, circle, sweep your hands to the sky. And exhale, sink down into your malasana squat. Adjust your feet as needed. Sitting up tall. Let your left hand reach towards the earth, left arm on the inside of your left leg. Oh my gosh, left arm on the inside of your left leg. And then twist your right hand towards the sky. Squeeze the space between your shoulder blades to really open your collarbones wide. And counterbalancing the eagle arms. Bring it back to center as you're ready. Switching sides, right arm on the inside of your right leg. Reach your right hand wide and twist your left hand to the sky. Squeeze energy into the back of your heart space to open the front of your heart space. And releasing your hands to heart center, go ahead and just sit down to the earth. Soles of your feet come together, knees will go open wide. Baddha Konasana. Maybe you take your hands to the fronts of your ankles and use your hands on your ankles as leverage to sit up really tall. Open through your chest, take a breath in. As you exhale forward, think belly towards feet. So you're trying to lengthen as you lower. Once you found that belly towards feet action, if you want to release your hands out in front of you, feel free to do so. Maybe relax your head towards the earth. Let your shoulders get nice and heavy. Take 3 more cycles of breath. Start to rise back up. And just bring your knees to center, keeping your knees bent. Walk your feet a little bit wider. And then leaning back into your hands, slow windshield wiper from side to side. From here, go ahead and start to make your way to the back of your body. Option for heel anchors, maybe knees bent, feet flexed into the earth. You might sit up tall, reach up tall with your inhale, and then using your core to drive your heels into the earth, and really slowly lower down to your back body. Really driving your release from the strength of your belly. When you arrive to the ground, take a big full body stretch. Deep inhale as you extend from fingers to feet. Your exhale, bring both your knees to your chest. Okay, we're gonna move into another hip opener. You can either find figure four, so right ankle on left thigh, yeah, or you can take this into your Gomukhasana legs. So the same shape that we took when you were seated, or some of us at least took that, and that kind of cross-legged seat or Gomukhasana forward fold moment. So you can keep your figure four to find Gomukhasana, similar to eagle legs. You're going to slide your right thigh across. Once your knees are in one line, instead of drawing your shins together, you're going to split your shins open wide. Your right hand reaches down to grab your left ankle or foot. Left hand's going to reach down to grab your right ankle or foot. And then you're drawing your feet towards you and away from your hips. So think about kind of sliding your heels a little bit away from your hips. And then draw your feet energetically towards your shoulders. To lengthen your right side body out. And maybe take a little rock from side to side. And take a big breath in. Exhale, unravel, unwind. Taking any version of happy baby. So maybe the modified happy baby like we took before, hands to the fronts of your knees. Or perhaps you reach up to your ankles or to your feet, using your outer glute energy to press your knees nice and wide. Hands and feet work in opposition to anchor and root the back of your body to the earth. Maybe slight tuck of your chin to lengthen to the nape of your neck as you inhale. Draw your shoulders way out of your ears. And then exhale, it's either figure four, left ankle on your right thigh, or you can slide your left leg across into your Gomukhasana legs. Just make sure that you keep your left side body nice and long and flex through your feet. Maybe that little bit of movement here as you take your last 2 cycles of breath. Then you can decide to unwind into happy baby once again. Or you might choose to find Supta Baddha Konasana, your butterfly shape, this time on your back body. Whatever feels best to you as your final shape before Shavasana. If there's something else that your body feels like it needs, like you want to add in a twist, you could take a gentle twist, knees falling to each side for a breath. If you feel like you'd rather incorporate an inversion, like legs to the sky, maybe plow or shoulder stand, feel free to go there. And over your next 3 to 5 cycles of breath, as you start to feel complete in your physical body, you're ready for stillness, you'll slowly guide yourself into your Shavasana, your final relaxation. Giving yourself those moments to take anything else that your body is craving, or to make the conscious choice to release and relax into stillness right away. And as you begin to sink and settle in, arriving back into the support of the earth where we began, you let your eyes drop shut as your body sinks heavy. Take a deep inhale through your nose. One more time, open mouth, exhale, let that breath go. Start to gradually deepen your breath again. As you deepen your breath, start to gently reawaken your body. Finding any small intuitive movement. And maybe one or both of your hands arrive to your heart center. As we take this last moment to pause in gratitude for this practice and deep appreciation of our bodies and our breath, and recognition of all the possibility that comes with mindfulness and intention. Sealing in our practice together, we'll take one more deep inhale through the nose. Really let your lungs fill, expand, and stretch wide. Then open mouth, exhale, clear and cleanse that breath out. May yoga offer us a path to compassion, and may our practices always serve as our teachers, guiding us to live with greater authenticity, leading us to love more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for being here this morning and taking this time. And namaste.